So, work we did for Tel Aviv, we worked a lot of research, but in the end we ended up working around the idea of the cycle. So we looked at Mybridge and a guy called Etienne Jean-Marie he built a system which we looked at, which is called chronophotography, where ultimately you capture a small piece of time in a still frame. And his work is really beautiful. I mean, you go back like down, image. So anyhow, first shoot we did was this. Okay, so this is what she looks like. She's all in one, so everything's backed out, and you can put marks on the body. So some of them are like sleeves, bits of a shirt. Some of them are like bits of paper that were based on the shadows of a forest. And then you end up with these images, and she disappears, and these motions appear. Sometimes they look like kind of, there's a tribalism, there's sort of folklore and myth, and sort of a spiritual generation of image that sometimes like jellyfish or a dragon or and it's what we call it's like almost manufacturing the invisible. Like yes, there's a toku, but there's a science and a beauty and multiple levels around that. Some people might deal with it on a religious level, some people might deal with a scientific level, and we were interested in finding, using mathematics, that kind of poetry. So this was our first shoot. Then we did a second shoot involving colour, which is where she wore this, which is Bluebird, which is the blue corset at the bottom, and that's what she's wearing. But this is the image that we ended up. Little picture for you. So here,
you took it away too
this
soon.
This is 5'11" Taiwanese model. It's beautiful. And in the end, with all the motion, she ends up looking like this kind of Bosch-like, Tolkien-esque kind of part dragon, predator, Renoir-esque ballet dancer. It's beautiful. So it's all this other, but these are other images. For example, with this, you end up with these creatures, or quite Geiger-esque skeleton, or this outfit's like a weird mask. And sometimes, depending on the mathematics of where she moves, or you move, or the camera moves, you end up with little, just something that's not you don't control. And it gives you these beautiful little characters. Like here, it's great, like this weird bird-like mythological creature. And these were bits of plant leaves that we painted blue and made this mohawk silhouette. Is what she looks like this sort of Max Ernst montaged ghost. And she's actually like this porcupine head woman. So sometimes you really see the body and just a part of it dissolves into something otherworldly. Sometimes the body disappears completely. Like here, I love this. Like look at this one.
And the body gets completely transformed.
Yeah, completely.
This one is amazing.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. And the final result is a round image.
No, we chose for it to be round because we became obsessed with the cycle and the idea of the cycle of the camera, the cycle of mathematics, the poetry of that, but also the cycle of the idea that you could start. Like this collection is called We Still Sell Disguises, and it's actually an old collection that we remixed. And so the idea that actually most artists only say one thing all their life anyway, but also that the industry is already reselling us. They're copying the past, so why don't you copy yourself? Why don't you recycle yourself? Actually, you're not recycling, you're just the cycle of this idea, the cycle of the industry, the cycle of everything about life, death, plant, oxygen, everything's on this balance that we kind of get so